Hi, if you don't know who I am, my name is Chris M. Walker. I'm the CEO and founder of legit.com. And in today's video, we're going to finish up, I'll say finish up, but we're going to basically finish up a SEO case study we've been doing for about a month because we won and we're successful at it. We'll still check in on it from time to time, but then we're going to start a new case study where we're going to build a business from scratch and scale it up as far as we can in 90 days. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to be able to follow along and take the same steps alongside me. So let's get into it and start there. All right. Thanks, everyone. Once we get some folks on, other than Aaron, who is here first, you can go ahead and please let me know if the video and sound quality is okay. It usually is. But the one day that I don't ask that will be the day that I'm sitting here talking to myself. In fact, I started this on that was take 2 of that intro because when StreamYard, you click go live and then for some reason it asks you again if you want to go live. And I didn't click the button the second time. So I did that while talking to myself. AP Technology, there's your free plug. It says first. Yamil, haven't seen you in a while, says hello. Hello, Yamil. AP Technology, there's your free plug. Says, I hear and see you. Yash says, all good, man. Ayaz says, hi, goof afternoon, Chris, sir. Goof afternoon to you too, Ayaz. Yamil says, there is a black strip. Oh, strip. Funny. That's supposed to be there. Creators Club says, hello, Chris. Ayaz says hi again. Hey, everybody. We'll get started at, I don't know, about the 7-minute mark or so. That'll give everybody a chance to get here. I was a bit late showing up today because I was doing a podcast before this and it ran over a bit. And because of that, I didn't get to start on time. So I apologize somewhat for that. But today's going to be a lot of fun. At least I think it will be. Your mileage may vary. It'll be fun for me, and that's what I really care about. Just kidding. I love you. John Janet says, good evening, sir. Good evening. You're one Chrissy away from Three's Company. That's a real deep cut of a joke. If anybody gets that one, I'll be. Let's go ahead and set up today's goal so that we get that out of the way. Today is one of those days where I have to remind myself, I already set up today's goal. Basically, if you want to get some free legit merch, not free, but if you want to get some legit merch and help a good cause, you can click this target button here and you can donate. I think it's $5 that it's set to you. It'll get you a free piece of legit merch from shop.legit.com, which is now fixed. And it will be donated to a charity. All of the super chats I get for the month will go to charity at the end of the month. And much like last month, I will match whatever you guys donate. So if I get $200 in donations, I will donate an additional $200 to a charity that I have already chosen, but will reveal in early April. So please do that. It helps a good cause. And it does help my channel because at least I don't have any proof of that, but it could help the channel. I feel like that it's right as a positive sign. But anyway, mostly it'll be for a good cause that I know that you're all going to love and appreciate. So thank you. Where did February's go? I did a stream about it, but let me show you. It went to Claire's Place Foundation, which is for cystic fibrosis, and it's named after an incredibly young woman named Claire Wineland, who was born with that, I don't want to say disease, but was born with that condition and eventually passed away in her early 20s. But she went on to be like a TEDx speaker and really accomplished a lot under some very difficult circumstances in a short time. So has a bad freeze frame. So this is the video for that if you want to go check that out. And I have connected to it her charity. So you can donate through that video directly to that as well if you want to donate to a good cause. There's also a nice documentary about her out there that I think you should go watch. It's very remarkable person. And there's a movie called 5 Feet Apart that stars I think it's Cole Sprouse or Dylan Sprouse, one of the Sprouses, and Haley Richardson. So yeah, that was February's charity to Claire's Place Foundation. Let me bring up the site as well. Yeah, so like I said, just a nice cause for what I found to be a remarkable person. It's who unfortunately didn't have a very long life, but she had a big impact. So yeah, thanks for doing that. Well, thank you guys for making that possible. You were one of our donators, so thank you for that. All right, so we got about 1 more minute till we get into today's content. So let me go ahead and get that set up. And if anybody has any questions on anything other than how to get orders on Legit, at any point, I will be happy to take those, and not only take them, I'll answer them too. That's just the kind of guy I am. You are a good person, Chris. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. I'll just leave it at that. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So let me bring up the site too. So for those of you that have been following along, we have over the last about a month or so been ranking this site, Home Remodeling Pueblo, for various home remodeling terms in the city of Pueblo, Colorado. We've got lots and lots of number ones in both Google Maps and in organic, and we've been getting some calls. Let's bring that up too. I don't think I think we've only gotten 1 or 2 today, and one of them was definitely your Google business has, that whole thing. So let me bring that up. Yash donated 10 of whatever the Indian currency is, rupees, I think. Thank you, Yash, or 100 the rupees. Thank you, Yash. That's very kind of you. Just joining this live today. What is this all about? I'm explaining it right now. Like I said, for the last month, we've been doing an SEO case study, ranking this site in Google Maps and in Google Organic, among other things. And we've had a tremendous amount of success. And now it's time to monetize that site. And the way we're going to do that is through a lead gen network. So we've connected our call fire number, and we'll look at our call records. And you can see today we've only had, we've had 3 calls today. One, this is definitely your Google business, blah, 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 number. This one I think is a lead, and then this one is probably spam. So we ended up going with a lead gen network called Lead Smart that I found through Offer Vault, and they gave me a phone number to forward my phone number to. So I'll show you how that all looks. And if you go in here to phone numbers, you can see please don't mess with this number, but they gave me a phone number, and we're directing our calls to that. And I think the 3 that I've gotten are all going to be junk so far, but I have to find it in here. Raw calls. Yeah, there's been 3. It must have been before I connected it. But yeah, both of those were junk spam, unfortunately. But whenever we get calls, it'll get directed to them, and I will get paid a certain amount of dollars per lead. So that's how we're going to monetize that site, at least for now. And then also, I don't know if it's been done yet. I don't think it has, but let's go. Where is it? Remodeling leads. Yeah, I think maybe he did get this done. No, but I'm getting the developer to embed this in place of this contact form. So if anybody puts in a lead through the site, which we have gotten a few of, not many, but a few, will get credit for that as well. So we'll get paid pretty much on autopilot for every lead this site generates going forward. And I will update that from time to time. I only got the phone number a couple of hours ago, so I've only had time to collect a couple of calls, and plus we haven't had many today. But I only did one email. Actually, I only did that one email that I showed live. So no, he did watch the Loom because Loom tells you when somebody watches your video, but no, he didn't reply. What is the payout per leads? I forget. It's like we looked at it a couple of days ago. It's like $15 to $40 or something like that. So it adds up pretty quickly. But yeah, so that's how we're going to monetize that. Let's take a look at our results, and then we're going to plot what we are going to do going forward. And I'm not as prepared as I wanted to be because I did a podcast before this that ended up running a little bit long. It was a fantastic podcast, but did go a little longer than I anticipated. So there are some glitches with our rank tracker for now. But you can see we have lots of number ones and number twos and number threes. Now it's pulling in the Google Maps ranking, but some of these are ranking number one for both. And this one doesn't make any sense. This up 5 is more accurate than this down. I think there's something wrong with the week change column. I don't know why, but the developers are working on it and they'll get it fixed in no time. Here are our backlinks. Most of these are from our press release that we did, like this one and this one and so on. But just between the social, and here's everything we've done. Other than the citations, which were through me, and then the web design, which I need to go in and add to this. But we did some research. We did web 2.0s, and some of those actually ranked on their own. We did social media profiles. Some of those actually ranked on their own. We did foundation links. We're still waiting on the domain authority stack to get finished. We did a press release, and we did schema. And all of that was enough to get us what would accurately be called as a shitload of number one rankings. So let's take a look at local dominator. And if you'd like me to share the links to any of the services I used, you can do that, or you can go to, what is the landing page that she made? Landing page. One moment, guys. Landing page. Yeah, you can go to this URL that will come up in just a minute. And it'll have all the services from the guide if you want to just find the services. And you can download the guide that we based this case study off of in a minute when StreamYard gets to, there we go, at go.legit.com/download. Yeah, so this will have all the services from every stage of the site. So yeah, check those out. So let's look at local dominator and see how we are dominating. Let's go to scans. All right, so home remodeling near me, Pueblo home renovation contractors, custom upgrades, Pueblo, Colorado, home remodeling. We're not going to do that one twice today. Caught it. Home remodeling, Pueblo bathroom renovation, home renovation contractors. We're not going to do that one twice either. Affordable, Pueblo. And that's it. All right. Bulk actions, run, apply, just confirm, refresh. So we'll give that a second to think. Is it done already? Wow, that was fast. All right. So you can see we were 2.83 for the near me term. Number one, basically for everywhere for home remodeling Pueblo. 2.88 for home remodeling. Nowheresville for bathroom. Uh, basically nowhere for home renovation contractors, although I bet we have near the center, I bet we have a couple of decent ones. Or not. We got a couple of top threes in there, but mostly garbage. Number one, basically for all of the Pueblo terms. Kitchen remodeling is coming up a little bit, but not anywhere good. Number one for affordable. That's interesting. Home remodel. Okay. And yeah, that's that. AP Technology says I used AI this morning to create a WordPress plugin that can display a PDF that can be uploaded, similar to how the image widget works for Elementor. Took me about 20 minutes. Man, isn't it great that anytime you need something now, you can just tell AI to make it for you? I told Jim the other night that one of my goals is to, with a few exceptions, of course, is to never have to use third-party tools again. Now I'll still use things like Microsoft Office, but eventually I want to have stuff replace everything like Ahrefs and everything with stuff that I either build or put into Legit. And I'm about 30 or 40% through a keyword research tool that I'm using. It's been a bit of a pain in the ass to pull in all the data that I want from different APIs, but yeah, it's a great time to be alive. John says that's pretty dope. Yeah. All right. So one more thing, and then we're going to move on to new, because new is always better, as Barney would say. All right. So Bright local rank checker. I need to build this into Legit, don't I? Because this has been a pain in my ass searching this every day. Jim, if you're watching, we need to build this into Legit as well. So let's see. It was crazy easy, and if something didn't make sense, I asked it to make it more sense, make it simpler. Crazy, really, it is. All right, you can see we got the number one in maps. God, that's annoying. And the number one in organic. Hey, that's our image. It's showing up number one in images now, too. Garden. I think this is us, actually. No, maybe not. Yeah, so lots of stuff there. If you want to see where we really crushed, though. Oh, Google search. No maps. Interesting. There's usually maps there. We'll check that in maps in a second. But number one there, I better. Oh, that's weird. We're ranking above the map. If this is to be believed, we're ranking above Google Maps. Get fucked, guy who said that this didn't count. We're ranking number 2 in maps, which is weird because it showed us ranking number 1 in local dominator. This is our Yelp. This is our Facebook. This is our press release. This is our video, which actually wasn't intended to rank, but you know, all we do is win. This is another video. This is our, is this us as well? Yeah, that's us as well. This is us as well. And again, this is never going to drive any business, but what it is one more spot that somebody else can't have. So as you can see, we are dominating. Now, there's one more thing I want to look at because I saw a weird result there. I want to see if organic is actually above maps, and then we're going to move on. Pueblo. Now let's look at maps. Are you tiering any of those supporting sites? If I would have needed to, I would have done some some powerful links to them, some PBNs and things like that, but I haven't needed to. Page one, well, it's not going to show me organic that way. That's not going to help. Oh well, but let's just see if we're number one there. Yes, number one there. So yeah, I had one guy be like, "It's all desert out there." I was like, "Bro, we're literally in the middle of the city." It's amazing to me how people just cannot wait to prove you wrong when you're not. Like, I don't know how we could be more in the middle of the city. And there's 110,000 people in that city. So, yeah. All right. So, before we move on, any questions or thoughts or comments or anything like that on any of this? Share the list of backlinks if you can. Um, I'll share the services I bought. I don't really want to bring up each one by one, but I'll show you the list of services that I used. And I'll make like a resource somewhere where you can see the actual specific links. So let's close some of these tabs. But going to Ringba, the company that owns LeadSmart also owns Ringba. Yeah, I got signed up for that too, but the link was expired. So you just close some of these tabs because it like crushes my browser. Yeah, it's the same company, guys. All right, so let's bring some of these up. Now, of course, it's all right, one moment, and I'll bring it up in Google Docs so you can see it. No, I don't have to switch between window and tab. Not Google Docs, Google Sheets. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. All right. So these are the Web 2.0s that were made that my man Yash, my man Mir made. So let's go here. This is one example. Nothing fancy, but it got the job done. I know that some people will hate the fact that this goes against conventional logic, but I won and they lost. So fuck them. Results are all that matter. He even went through and like what do you call that? Watermarked the images, or at least some of them. Embedded the map and got the job done. They all look somewhat like that. Let's look at social media. He used Excel as well. So one moment on that. Upload. And this one. All right, we'll get around to it. Let's grab a random one of these. They're all going to look something like this, or like a little bit of overlap in these, actually. Just trying to find one where I know what to expect. This one probably got shut down. These guys are vicious. Live journal. Well, still there. Boy, that brings back memories. I can't believe LiveJournal's still around. But there you get the idea. I don't think I need to go through the other two. But yeah. Well, actually, we can bring this one up because it's easy. And I can even put that in the chat if you want to check them out. Give Randy a little bit of free press. This is the Business Insider. I believe that's the one that's ranking. See, none of these are very special. Like, there's nothing fancy about them, nothing like that. And it was enough to get the job done. So hopefully you understand. You take that lesson away more than anything. No, I don't want to allow ads. So yeah, any other questions, or shall we move on? Get a second to get some water because I've been talking since, I don't know, January. So forgive me one moment. Let me mute myself. I made that shot just in case anybody was wondering. All right, so shall we move on? I say we shall. So let me get rid of some of this. Now, we are not going to stop this case study by any means, but there's just not a lot to do from day to day at this point. All I have to do really is optimize the on page for like 3 or 4 other pages and maybe do a few links. If I do any links or anything like that, I'll let you know. And once I have some income to show from it, I'll update that. But as far as like day-to-day tasks, there just isn't that much more to do. So I wanted to start something new because, well, my YouTube guy tells me that case studies are good content. And so that's why. But also because it's kind of fun to have these things to follow along with. So that's why we're going to start. So I asked yesterday, I think it was yesterday, what I should do next. And I said, should I do a lead gen agency, or should I do a SaaS, software as a service, and start from the ground up? And most people said lead gen agency, which was a bit of a bummer to me because I wanted to do a SaaS, but I'm a man of the people. So that's what we're going to do. Now, a few things. We're going to start today, at least trying to choose a name, but a few things. I'm not going to use any of my influence, for lack of a better term. Like I won't use the Legit brand. I won't use the Superstar SEO brand or any of my existing customers or social media or anything like that. I am going to use my real name because it would be bad business to try to get somebody to pay me under a bullshit name. So it's possible that somebody will research me and know, you know what I mean? That could influence it. I'm going to try to minimize that as much as I possibly can, though. And the goal is going to be to start and scale the agency to hopefully, and it's, if I can do it, I can, great. If not, that's fine too. But hopefully to, 5 figures a month in 90 days. Now, if we get to 4 figures, then so be it. But that's the target that we're setting. And when I say a lead gen agency, I mean a few different things. I mean, kind of the lead gen that we just did, where we sell leads to local businesses and things like that, but also a lead gen agency to sell and offer to generate leads for like agencies and SaaS and things like that. Like basically those guys that slide into your DM every day, but not as cringy. So that's the kind of agency that we're going to start starting today. So does anybody have any questions or anything like that on that? Creators Club says you are different from other influencers. I don't know that I consider myself an influencer, but I assume that you mean that as a good thing. So I will just say thank you. Shannon says, can't wait. All right. Well, I think what we're going to do is just plot this thing out. Again, I wish I had more time to prepare, but something ran long. So today we're gonna really establish the idea. But if you want to get kind of a sneak peek, what you should do, and you should be subscribed to my channel already. But if you're not, that's okay ish. I mean, you're dead to me, obviously. But no, I'm just kidding. But if you come over to videos, I've put out a couple recently that are right along this, and I'm going to refer to these myself because I forget some of the shit that I even say sometimes. But yeah, so that's you can follow along through lives, but you'll also get overviews through my videos here. So the last two and then the next three will all be about that as well. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I think the only thing we can really do today is go about choosing a name and maybe buying a domain. Because it's kind of, we're already like more than a half an hour in. And truth told, I'm just not prepared to do anything else today. But I'll try to come up with a bit of an outline as well. So stuff we got to do. Let's just bring up a Google Doc. And I'll get a fancy like Gamma or something ready for tomorrow. But today just got away from me. All right. So this is just going to be a rough off the top of the dome. And, I want you guys to contribute as well. I want you to like say things that I don't think of and stuff. I want this to be your case study as much as it is mine. But shit that we need. Let's see. I saw every night you're coming to Facebook Live. Can you tell me what you're discussing about? We're talking about business, marketing, and behind the scenes of what I do, SEO, things like that. Once you build an agency, will you flip it? I doubt it. We'll see. All right. So this is just going to be off the top of the head. I'll come up with something formal for tomorrow's stream, but we need business name, domain, an offer, what we will, how we will package what we sell, a service, what we will actually sell, a lead gen source or sources, so email, calls, ads, social, whatever. Need a way to take payments, Stripe, PayPal, etc. What else? What else do we need, guys? Website, although it's not super important. Ways to contact us. Social media, phone, email. Need a brand, social profiles, etc. What else? Somebody speak up. I don't like when there's no engagement. Yeah, maybe. Although I don't think it's necessary, 100% necessary for this kind of business. It won't hurt. Outsourcing mates / team. So fulfillment help. Price of the service. Pricing. That's part of the offer, but sure. Something we'll definitely have to think about. The trading plug. There's your free plug. Is this for a regular SEO agency or lead gen agency? Because if lead gen, don't really think you need your own website. It is, and we don't really need a website, but I like to have it there for the social proof. Niche, yeah, that's part of. Well, and I guess we need an avatar. I thought I put that, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, so customer avatar and niche logo. Yeah, I have that. I consider that part of his brand, but we'll list it as a separate thing. Logo / graphics. Process you will follow while serving. I'm not sure what you mean. I think that's a pretty good outline for now. Most of that I can poop out in a day. Buyer profile. Yeah, that's what I mean by customer avatar is buyer profile. All righty. So let's start with a brand name because that'll inform our domain name. And basically it gives me something to do today because I wasn't really prepared beyond that. So yeah, let's do what anyone should do in this case and just ask ChatGPT. All righty. I am starting a digital lead generation business. We haven't yet defined our offer or customer avatar, but we will be offering lead generation services to local businesses, agencies, coaches, and content creators / info marketers. No, I'll just do it under my own legal entity, at least for now. Maybe in the future if it gets to be like a thing of its own. But no, for now, yes, you would do that if you were doing it for real, but I'm not going to bother creating a whole legal entity for it because my accountant would lose his shit if he did. For now, no, I want to keep it away from that so I don't influence it, but that's a great name. For now, I need your help in choosing a memorable brand name. It should be catchy and modern and have a technological bent to it. And not be generic. It should not draw on my name or any existing brand I own. Please act as a brand expert and give me 25 potential names for my new brand. Class 7 math, English, science. Can you please tell me how can someone build trust with customer where the agency is based in third world country like Bangladesh? I would just get over that limiting belief and just do what you would do to build trust with anyone, and not let the fact that you live in a different place be a factor. Because if it's a factor in your head, you're going to subconsciously portray that to your clients or prospects, and it's not going to work. But if you convince yourself that you're awesome and people are stupid if they don't use you, and you have a moral obligation to get them to use you, then it won't be as much of an issue. Here are 25 potential brand names for your digital lead generation business. Lead Forge, Funnel Pulse, Lead Morph, makes me think of Power Rangers. Flowgenics, that one's not bad. Pipeline AI, that's not bad because it has AI in it. Growth Sync, Lead Lift, Client Flow, Hyperlead, Prospect IQ, Genexus Leads, Lead Accelerate, that one makes me think of porn. Data Drive Leads, that's not bad. Funnel Nexus, Lead Quotient, Next Gen Leads, Engage Hive, no, Lead Catalyst, Revenue Radar, Sales Engine X, Conversion Boost. That doesn't really, I mean, that's a good name, but that's doesn't really talk about leads. Quantum Leads, that's generic. Demand Spark, Hypergen, and ClickFlow Leads. Those are all decent. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think where was it? Lead Forge, I think, is really good. I have a feeling that's going to be taken, though. Yeah. I mean, it's probably okay, but I would too, to be honest. But it looks like there's somebody that already does that, and not that that's necessarily a disqualifier, but you know, lead morph, lead lift, client flow, prospect IQ. What was the AI one? Pipeline AI. Yeah, but pipeline, I don't like that as part of it. Client flow, that's probably taken too. Lead quotient, quantum leads. I'm thinking too much about this. I don't like hyperlead. Using the same criteria, no, because it's not going to be limited to SMBs, Josh. Criteria. Suggest another 25. Use AI in the title more often. I didn't say all of them, dumbass. Neurolead AI. I like that one. Lead bot AI, AI revenue engine. Lead sense AI. They really like quantum, don't they? AI sales fuel. Smart funnel AI, Neurolead. I don't know. I kind of like Neurolead. What do you guys think? Big calf leads. Don't hate. All right. Well, I'm going to give it another minute or two, and then I'm going to go with that. Let's bring up Namecheap and see what's available. Neuralead.ai is probably what I would go with since this is $40,000. Solid pick. The .com is $10. Nah, I'm not a fan of Lead Beacon. I'm wondering if I should just go with the .com or the .ai. I don't know. I think .ai is cooler. It's $80. I hate to waste $80. Fuck it. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the .ai. So I'm paying for this off camera so you hooligans don't steal my credit card information. Why is it? Oh, fuck me. I mean, I forgot with AI domains, you have to buy them for 2 years. So it's going to cost me $160. Oh, well. Supply some coupons. Hopefully, Honey will save me something here. But I'm not optimistic. All right. All right. Well, I found one coupon. So let me bring this back up on camera. At least you want. I want to build a website analytics and CRO agency. Absolutely. Yes. My partner, Jim, does CRO and charges thousands and thousands of dollars for it. So, yes, if you are good at that, yes. At least you won't have to think about it next year. Yeah, that's true. You heard about the honey scan? I started watching that video. I forgot about it. How about scaled? Oh, I get what you're going for there. I think that would confuse people, though. Neuro lead rather than neuro lead. Nah, I'm going to go with neuro. Mostly because I've already gotten it this far. So let me confirm the order and then get this back off of camera because I think it shows the last four of my credit card when I do that. Okay, no, it doesn't. All right, so there we go. We have our name. So how much time do we have? We got about 10 minutes. All right, let's go over to get fly. Let's go over to Flywheel and get this set up on WordPress. I thought about just pooping it out in AI. Maybe I will do that because, well, no, because there's a lot of stuff I don't know how to do. So let's get rid of this site. I don't even know if it still exists. Yeah, it does. All right, so we'll get rid of this site because I'm not going to do that project anymore. Wait, did I not pay now? No, I did. Okay. Wait, did I pay or not? Is that confusing or is that just me? All right. Yeah, I hadn't paid. All right. Let's try that again. All right. All right. So we're in Flywheel, which is the same site that we used for that. Let's go create new. And I got one site there for free, or for not for free, but free. And what was it? Neuralead. Neuralead AI. Create site. And then that's going to do it for today. Once we'll recap and then we'll talk about next step. Says it won't take long. All right. Well, there's nothing really to see there. So, all right. So tomorrow I'll have something formal put together and like action plans and like elaborate on each of these. But we picked this. So let's turn that red. Bought our domain and hosting, which we don't really even need, as somebody else said. But I think it's good to have there for people that research you. So we're going to try to get everything here sorted out. I mean, maybe not everything, but as many of these like little things that are just clicking buttons, we're going to get all of those done in a day. And then we're going to actually start growing our business. But that's what we'll do tomorrow. Let's just put like a, I don't know, an X next to what we'll do tomorrow. So we'll get a way to take payments. I'll probably just use my existing Stripe account. We'll get somebody to design our website. We will get all of this stuff set up so people can contact us. Basically, what we're going to do is get all the stuff, the piddly stuff that you can do quickly to make the point that you need to get stuff done as fast as possible. And logos and graph. We'll at least get all of that done. And I think we'll probably start working on our offer / our service, what we're going to sell, and figuring that out. And then we'll figure out how we're actually going to get leads. But we'll at least get all that crap done, and we'll probably start one of these tomorrow as well. So does anybody have any questions or anything like that? And there we go. Our temp site is set up. We'll also get somebody to design the site tomorrow. Does anybody have any questions, thoughts, comments, anything like that? Got a lot of folks on, so I will stick around for as long as you want. But I think that's where we're at for today. So let me know. And let me make sure I didn't even share this on Facebook like I usually do. That's interesting. But I don't know. Is there anybody looking forward to this? Give me some feedback. If anybody thinks it's stupid, I'm willing to hear that too. If not, I'm going to dip here in a minute. Not the tobacco thing, but actually leave. Thomas Slav says, "Hell yeah, hell yeah, yeah." I'm excited about this too. I'm excited to get past this like first day or two of the like pain in the ass stuff, and get into the actual like interesting things. I'm excited to see how this turns out. So am I. This is a lot to take on because I'm running 2 real businesses in the real world. What would I even get clapped for? Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not even really going to be selling SEO. I don't get what I would get clapped for. I appreciate you being concerned for sure. I just don't know what that would even be. Openly share on YouTube, they get clapped, sadly, but excited. Yeah, I mean, I know that like Julian and who else was there? It was Niche Site Lady and a few others. They did have that happen, but I'm not really doing anything abusive other than the claiming of the GBP with the other case study. Can I ask a dashboard question? Yeah, of course. Fire away. Ranking of a site. Oh, well, I mean, for the first case study, I do expect our Google business to get slapped at some point. As far as this, I don't even really intend to rank our site. It's just there to be a wet plate thing for people to see, you know. Let's see how it does and can boom in market. Yeah, you know, I mean, the biggest challenge really is going to be that I have to run 2 real life businesses at the same time that I'm doing all of this. So that's the biggest obstacle I see, but I want to prove that, you know, that it can be done regardless of circumstance. I'm just waiting on AEP Technology to drop his dashboard question because that will give me a chance to show the dashboard. Another thing we decided this week was eventually we're going to have separate dashboards, one for customers and one for freelancers. Backlink history on a site we have in there shows the status of the link is broken, but when I visit the link is on and click the anchor text with it, the link works. I'd have to look at the exact link itself. It might just be a false positive or something like that. But you can just send, if you want, you can just send it to me on Facebook and I'll look at the particular thing. And if it's a bug, I'll open a bug ticket. But without seeing the specific one, it's just hard to say why it would say that. Maybe it was down for a while and then it came back. You know, who knows? You know, run some AI calls type of thing. Are you actually going to take those? I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to. I don't really know any of this stuff yet. You know what I mean? I literally just had this idea this morning. I have a rough idea of how I want to go about getting leads for us. But I have to figure out what we're going to offer and to whom before I even do that. I definitely want to use AI in some way because, you know, it's 2025. I almost said 2024. It's 2025. And that's just kind of how the world works. And plus, I just think having that in your brand name makes it sell better. But yeah, I don't have an answer beyond that. Yeah, but just Aaron, excuse me, AP Technology, just send me that and I'll look into it. But it's probably a case of either it timed out when it was like going to look at it or it was down when it looked at it and it needs to refresh kind of thing would be my guess. Whew. All right. I think that's going to do it for today. We have been here for an hour. I know I was a little bit late. I do apologize for that. It really bothers me when I'm not exactly on time, but unfortunately it just happened. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me. I'm looking forward to doing this. I think it'll be fun, just like the previous one is, whatever. And I think we will do well, just like we did in that one. Although this is going to be harder because it requires like human stuff. So, yeah. So if you have any questions, well, actually, let me ask for a favor of everyone watching. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to me on YouTube. It would mean a lot. I put a lot of effort and time into this, both the live streams and the pre-made videos, which I'm behind on. I'm sorry, Milan, if you're watching. But it would really mean a lot to me if you subscribed. We put out lots of shorts, which is appropriate because I am short. You can see they're actually performing pretty well, which is funny because they absolutely crash on TikTok. But and we put daily live streams, and then we got weekly videos and so on. So if you can subscribe, it would be great. It would be appreciated. If not, that's fine too. But we'll be back tomorrow either way. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I know that you're busy and you could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here with me. I will always appreciate that and never take it for granted. And until tomorrow, figure out what you want to. Please don't delete lives on your profile. I won't. They stay there forever. But until tomorrow, figure out what you want out of life and go out and get it, because you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the world. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.